What's going on, guys? We're in Parkville PA at the Travel Centers of America over here, and I just did something that I haven't ever done, so stay tuned. I'm gonna tell you what I did and why I did it, and the strategic reasons that you may want to do it as well, especially if you're driving and leasing with Prime. Thanks for watching. Alright guys, so we are in Parkville PA. As I said, we got our load we picked up in Evansville, Wisconsin yesterday. It's a two-stopper going to New London, Connecticut's first stop. They're just getting this piece in that box there. And then our second stop in Westbrook, Maine is going to get everything else. This is not about the load. This is about a fueling situation. I've already done a video on fuel rationing. And that's a big deal for me. I like to keep my numbers right, okay? Especially when you're talking about fueling. You don't want to pay for fuel that you're not going to use that week, typically, okay? When you're talking about going to the farthest northeast region of the country, almost the farthest northeast region of the country that you'll ever go to, okay, Maine, you're talking about, you got to be prepared, all right? So they've got some bad weather that's about to be moving in the next day or so, which we're probably going to end up getting caught up in. When you're that far north, there's only two ways to go. Farther north to get really heavy lumber, okay, or farther south to get whatever else we've got, which is usually slinkies, lumber, cable, PVC pipe, get aluminum at Cressona, PA. Problem is there's a lot of factors riding on why I did what I did, and I'm telling you what I did. I went ahead and filled up. Okay, tomorrow's payroll cutoff. I shouldn't have filled up, but I'm gonna tell you why I did. I usually never do. I usually ration my fuel, okay? So right now, from New London, from where we are now in Parkville, PA, to New London, where we actually have to make our first stop, looking at 476 miles, okay? So keep this up, we're gonna add this up. 476, then from our New London stop to our Westbrook stop, we're gonna roughly 210. Okay, that's 686 more miles we have on our trip, correct? Okay. Well, I usually figure in my mileage, my rationing fuel mileage, at the end of my week at 7 miles per gallon. But we're not heavy at all. This whole load only weighs like 9,000 pounds max. We've been getting 9.5 miles to the gallon the entire trip, which has been freaking amazing. Okay. So we do 686 miles. We're gonna go ahead and do about 8 miles per gallon, just to give us a little leeway. We get caught up in traffic, we stop, and maybe the trainee wants to idle. He's idling while I'm sleeping or something. You know, you wanna give yourself a little leeway. You don't wanna be on fumes no matter what, all right? This is just to get to where we're going. So 686 divided by 8, all right, that's 85.75 gallons, all right? Well, the problem with that is you gotta look at, where's your next fuel stop gonna be at, okay? So, and what's the prices gonna be there? Well, I already had roughly 35 gallons in the tanks. So it needs me about 50 gallons I need to pick up, okay? 50.75 is really the actual number. Well, I decided to check out the fuel prices where I'm gonna be at. And I had to scroll out and look. So the closest place that we'll be able to actually fuel at is going to be Auburn, Maine, which it's going north. I have no clue if I'm going to go north to go pick up lumber or anything, okay? I don't know. But that one was actually, Auburn's 35 miles away. It's not bad. But if you're not going north and you got to go south and we're on a tight time frame, that's not going to work, right? Plus, the fuel price in Auburn, $1.32 base price without fuel taxes, okay? This is without any monetary taxing at all. This is our base price. This is what our discount is at Prime for Irvin Oil, okay? $1.32 a gallon, okay? It's not bad, obviously, compared to 6 months ago, but it ain't great compared to right now. So then you want to look at how far south do you need to drive, okay? But let's take a look. Looks like Greenland, New Hampshire is going to be the cheapest fuel south of us, 55 miles. Fantastic. That's no big deal. You could be sitting on E in these trucks and you can make 55 miles. Problem is, are you going to go south? You don't know. I don't have a pre-plan on me, so I have no idea. But the other factor of that is the base price of that fuel is still $1.10 a gallon, okay? And New Hampshire or Maine doesn't have close to the highest fuel tax, okay, in the United States of America. As far as IFTA is concerned, you want to always fuel, if you can, the cheapest base price fuel at the highest fuel tax location, which is PA. PA is the highest fuel tax state. We're gonna leave a link as far as the IFTA stats that came out during the first quarter, January 2020. But PA is always the highest fuel tax state. But what that does is when you fuel in the highest fuel tax state, I try to do as much as possible at the lowest base price fuel possible for PA. But what that does is that turns around and it covers all of your IFTA taxes, okay, for the whole Northeast pretty much. So if you're fueling in PA, you're covering all of that. And 9 times out of 10, with Prime auditing our IFTA every 3 weeks, you'll get a rebate back if you're fueling at the right spots. Low base price, high fuel tax, okay? Now, obviously, that's not always gonna be the case. Sometimes you have to fuel somewhere that you're not gonna want to, but be strategic about it, okay? Planning really makes a huge difference, guys. I can't stress this enough. I'm gonna do a whole video on trip planning, what you need to do. But the biggest thing about it is with Prime, we utilize our fuel discounts, take into account what kind of point system you're gonna get back. Are you getting 4 points per gallon back from the retailer? Are you getting 1 point, 2 point, whatever? Okay, and then take into account how far you're gonna be going, where do you need to be at afterwards? Do you even know where you're going? If you don't know where you're going, plan ahead. So we decided to go ahead and fuel here. Okay, so what I ended up doing was we ended up fueling here at Barkeyville, topping off, because I have no clue where we're gonna end up going. And as you'll see in the picture here, all right, we ended up with 111 gallons, okay, a little over 111 for 320.35. All right, well, yeah, I put in an extra 40 something gallons, but guess what, guys? If I do have to go north in Maine, I don't have to pay that crazy fuel price for less fuel taxes, okay, to go pick up my load. So I should have, being that we're getting 9.5 miles to the gallon average, I should have well over half a tank to go pick up whatever you need. And if you're gonna go pick up something heavy, just keep it above a half a tank. In these trucks here at Prime, guys, that's a full shift for any driver. So if you've got above a half a tank, you can scale out and you can make it to wherever you need to go, which is a good 500 to 700 miles, depending on your load, depending on how you drive. Obviously, these trucks are set to eco mode, so you wanna be setting down at the 60, 57 range. That's where you wanna be at with these. Are you serious right now? Trucks, I know, there's gonna be people that get on here and, oh, well, I don't need to worry about my fuel and it doesn't matter. And that's fine, guys, that's your choice. My choice is I like saving money. So less money I'm putting in the tanks, more money I'm putting in my pocket. The more IFTA taxes I'm paying in, the more IFTA taxes I get back. Because what IFTA doesn't use, what you're not utilizing in your IFTA taxes is a rebate to you. And thank you, sweet Lord above, that Prime audits our IFTA taxes once every 3 weeks. So it's automatic. So it's like getting a bonus back on your settlement as a lease op every 3 weeks, which is fantastic. I'm gonna post some good links in the description, guys, as far as your IFTA goes. And as far as the Prime app goes, if you don't have the Prime app, you're with Prime, you need to have that app. That is an amazing app. You'll love it. Utilize it, go through it, explore it. There's so much utilization and resources at our disposal here at Prime. It's fantastic. But guys, thanks for watching. There was just a quick little video, let you know why I actually filled up at the last trip of the week when I really usually don't. First time I've ever done it. But it was a strategic move to keep me from having to pay 40 cents more a gallon or an extra 10 cents more a gallon, but not utilizing that fuel tax system as well. So an extra 40 gallons is gonna save, and plus I'll be ready to go whichever way I need to go. I can go north, I can go south. I'll have more than enough fuel to go pick up a load, guys, and still be able to keep moving and not have to worry about scaling out overweight, not having to worry about go chase fuel, miss a load because I can't make it. We'll be ready to ride. So as soon as we drop, send that empty in, we're out of there. We're on to our next one to start our new week. So thanks for watching, guys, and tune in next time. We're gonna try to do a whole trip planning video. I've also got several videos I've got to finish editing, so it takes a lot of time to do this stuff, guys, but I really appreciate everybody's support, and hopefully this helps you. Please make sure to leave any comments. I'll do my very best to get to them. So thanks, God bless, until next time, Freight Skater out.